This is 3 News Daily.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Daily on this Thursday, September 14th. Thank you for being with us here in Cleveland. I'm Stephanie Haney, and we start today with breaking news. Court documents show that Hunter Biden, the son of President Joe Biden, has been indicted on 3 felony counts. Now, these charges are related to him allegedly lying about his drug use when buying a gun. Special counsel David Weiss, an appointee of former President Donald Trump, has been overseeing an investigation into Hunter Biden. Hunter pleaded not guilty to federal tax charges in July. This was after a plea deal that had been struck with the government fell apart. We have more details on this new development on WKYC.com. And now we have more breaking news as well. Here in East Cleveland, a second former police officer who took part in a scheme to steal from residents during traffic stops will serve a total of 2 years in prison. This is for multiple charges. There's a full breakdown of the things he has been charged with on our website on WKYC.com. Prosecutors say Willie Sims and his partner, former officer Alfonso Cole, would commit their crimes after pulling over drivers for routine traffic stops between July of 2020 and July of 2021. They would then search the vehicles and take cash, guns, and drugs. During their final attempt, they took more than $4,000 from a man who was on his way to pay for a funeral. Sims' partner, Alfonso Cole, was sentenced Monday to 2.5 years in prison for the same crimes. Meanwhile, in Lorain County, the state has been sending help to 2 cities to cut down on crime. Elyria received $2.3 million in grants over the last 2 years, and part of that went to hiring and retaining police officers. Lorain received $600,000 from the state. Lorain Mayor Jack Bradley says police staffing isn't their issue. They just need money to pay the officers.
You got to pay people to put on a bulletproof vest and carry a 9mm weapon and tell their family every day that I might not be home. And we appreciate what our police officers do for us.
Both Elyria and Lorain held a public forum in Lorain last night. The Urban League helped consult the community on what to do next, which included keeping youth away from violence. Now, down south in Columbus, 2 women were killed and another person is in critical condition. This is after a shooting near Double D's Pub on South High Street. That's in the Marion Village neighborhood. Police say this happened just before midnight last night. This is a developing story. We'll update you as we learn more. Now, in Lake County, 3 News has obtained disturbing video showing a fight inside Menor High School. This video was recorded in the cafeteria on Tuesday. You can see one student hitting and pushing another. One student was injured. In a statement to 3 News, the school district says, in part, this type of behavior is absolutely not tolerated in our schools, but is met with serious and appropriate disciplinary action when necessary. The Mentor Police Department is also investigating the fight. Now, in Medina County, the sheriff's office is investigating hate crimes against Amish people. There have been reports of windows smashed and rocks and railroad spikes thrown at homes. Witnesses say they've seen a dark 4-door sedan in the area around the time the crimes were committed. Anyone with information is asked to please call the Medina County Sheriff's Office. Now to some national news that is captivating the internet today. Some scary stuff here. A troop of Girl Scouts from Texas had a camping trip that they will not soon forget. In this cell phone video, you can see a group of Girl Scouts. They're around 11 years old. What you're about to see is them frantically swimming to safety. That's a massive 14-foot alligator right there heading toward them. This was at Lake Raven at Huntsville State Park. Now, this was on September 9th, and it was part of an overnight camping trip. What you saw there was Scout leader Nicole Glenn helping get the girls to safety by getting between them and the alligator. Now, we can tell you, thankfully, no one was hurt, and officials did close the swimming area for the rest of the day. And the girls said they learned an important lesson to be aware of their surroundings. Very scary stuff there. All right, now more than 6 months after a train carrying hazardous materials derailed in East Palestine, the Ohio Senate's Select Committee on Rail Safety has released their final report. The committee was tasked with learning more about the derailment, determining how to help the community recover, and how to make railroad transport safer in Ohio. Their report details 9 recommendations, including improving communication and encouraging the passage of the Railroad Safety Act.
We have to make sure first responders have a better idea of what is on a train and that they can quickly access that information. That's part of our recommendations.
Now, Ohio's U.S. Senators Sherrod Brown and J.D. Vance introduced the Railway Safety Act of 2023 in March. That would require a minimum of 2-person crews on board certain freight trains, require rail companies to inform communities about the hazardous materials on board trains, and require companies to comply with train length and weight specifications. The bill is currently being looked at in committee. Now, the new report cards for Ohio schools came out today with a change in the rating system. For the first time, schools and districts were given an overall ranking from 1 to 5 stars in half-star increments. The last time overall ratings were assigned, an A through F grading system was used. That was pre-pandemic. We do have a link on our website on WKYC.com where you can view the report cards for all Ohio schools and districts. Now, speaking of school, it's some fall-like weather we're experiencing here, and that means Hollow Weekends is now open at Cedar Point. The spooky event features 2 new haunted attractions this year: Midnight, which is an indoor haunted maze, and Clown's Death Metal, that's an outdoor scare zone. There will also be a lot of frightening food like smoked wings of fire, cheesecake chimichangas, and pumpkin spice churros. Hollow Weekends runs on select dates through October 29th. You can find more information about that on WKYC.com. All right, that's it for us today here on 3 News Daily. Whether you're watching on WKYC Plus, YouTube, or Instagram, or listening on your favorite podcast platform, thank you very much for being with us. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more of what matters most to you here in Northeast Ohio.